The younger son wanted freedom.
So 150 plus people have interacted with the collective ministry for the very first time since January. I think that is phenomenal.
He wanted to experience life outside the house, and for some of you and the young adults, you're just like, you're experiencing that right now. When you were growing up, you couldn't wait till you turned 18. So you could get out of mom and dad's house, so you could go to college, so you could go off to a distant land, and maybe that distant land is Culver Stockton College, or it's Quincy University, or it's John Wood Community College. I'm gonna go to a distant land. Even though I lived on the south side of Quincy, I'm gonna go to John Wood Community College and get as far away from mom and dad. I got to get out of here. I want freedom.
My name is Kory Hollensteiner, and I am the campus pastor here at the Crossing Church in Quincy, Illinois at our 48th Street campus. You know, being in Quincy, you know what's around. You know that John Wood Community College is here. You know Quincy University is around. But for me personally, I was like, I feel like I need to get out of this place to grow a little bit, to get outside my comfort zone. And so I committed to another college, not too far away. It was about an hour away from here. And I remember attending that college, and that first semester was rough for me. Like, I surrounded myself with some wrong people and just didn't have the support that I had in this environment, in this community. And so it was a very hard, trying time for me personally that first semester. And I just remember saying, like, I have to do something. I have to go back to Quincy. And I felt like John Wood was a great fit for me. And one, I had a great experience on the baseball field and with the team, but it went way deeper than that. It went way wider than that. It went to a lot of the professors that I had a relationship with. I mean, the way that they were able to connect with me on a greater level than what I was getting at my previous college. It was a lot more personable. There was people that I met that had some of the same interests as me. And so, you know, being in this community as well, I was able to still engage with my local church and was able to even bring in some of the friends or the new friends that I made, and was like, hey, do you have a church home? And we were able just to grow together. And so got a lot more involved on campus as well, just with intramurals and just playing different sports as well. That's just my heart. So when I finished my time at John Wood Community College, I kind of felt that call once again I needed to at least leave the city of Quincy for a little bit longer to, again, find myself. Finishing at John Wood and having that experience that I did, it gave me confidence when I went to my next school. It felt like I actually had a good foundation of, you know, what the college brought me, both in the classroom, but also just socially, in the way that the athletics and on the baseball team just really helped prepare me for what was next as I finished out my education. So I graduated Indiana Wesleyan University with my bachelor's in social work, with plans to move to downtown Indy and to do some incredible ministry there with my wife. And then I got the phone call. I got a phone call from my mentor, my pastor, the guy who introduced Jesus to me. He says, hey, we got a spot for you at the church. We think you're gonna be really good at it, working with kids, and it's back in Quincy, Illinois. And I was like, all right. And so we made that journey back to the Crossing and started full-time ministry. And when I was at John Wood Community College and I was still a part of this incredible church, one of the big things that was missing was a community for young adults to grow and learn together. And so that void kind of happened for a while, and about 4 years ago, I felt a strong call in my heart to come up with something for young adults to gather together on in the middle of the week and have a challenging message that directly correlates with the life stage that they're in, whether they're in college or they're an early young adult or they're newly married or whatever it could be. And so we launched this ministry called The Collective, and it's a young adult ministry designed for 18 to 29-year-olds, where we gather every single Tuesday night and for a time of worship. We sing some songs of praise. We have, like I said, a challenging word, and we try to switch up the different speakers too, so that way it speaks at different people and in different seasons that they're in. We're seeing all sorts of impact on all the colleges around us, specifically on John Wood Community College. When I'm able to share with them, like, hey man, I played baseball at John Wood in 2006 and 2007. It makes me feel super old to talk with some of those baseball players, but we have conversations on a weekly basis, just saying, how's your season going? How you doing in Quincy? And what it does is it provides just an incredible opportunity to share and to see how students are doing, and to let them know that we're in their corner and that we care deeply about them. And so I'm a dad that is in all sorts of different stages, and so, you know, I'm preparing my daughter right now what it looks like to take her next steps, like what's going to be her first steps, and I'm looking forward to seeing how maybe even John Wood plays a part in that for her. But education is big for me, like especially seeing my boy who's starting kindergarten. He's learning, and he's learning new things. He's learning how to read. He's learning how to count. It is just incredible to see a 6-year-old and the way his mind is being shaped right now. And what I love about Quincy is we have such an incredible system around us, whether that's teachers in our community or administrators, people who truly care about education, take it seriously, and then they really care deeply about developing our kids. You know, for that student who is, still wrestling with, man, do I leave my community and head to the city of Quincy and continue my education through John Wood? Or maybe you are a student currently enrolled at John Wood and you feel like you're on an island by yourself. I just want you to know that you're not, that you have an incredible support around you, not only inside of the school, but also in the community of Quincy. I'm so thankful for my time at John Wood Community College, and it really helped develop me as a man, prepared me as a husband and as a father, and even as a pastor. And so thankful for my time, and I'm also really thankful that I had the opportunity to share just a little bit of time with you and my story.